Okay, we've got the grass flap. We ordered it, I think it was on Monday. It arrived on Friday, so super quick delivery. This is inside the what's inside the box. You've got your instructions, which is good. Cable, and also this neat little package in here as well. So it's all very well packaged up by the looks of things. So far, very impressed. A little brochure as well. Oh, looks like it's a just shows you the features. There's how it's mounted onto. Looks like it's a right stander, just on that back platform. So, yep, it's all very well, neatly packaged, and it's arrived in quick time. So, I'm very impressed with that. So I'm going to be fitting it up to my 48-inch Toro Grandstand. So that means that we're going to have to remove this flap and get this grass flap fitted up. So let's get to it. Alright, so I've got the flap off. I just want to give this a bit of a clean off, just get any grass and stuff that's sort of built up. Just clean the face of it off. So just so it sits nice and flat. So it's also come with a a new strike plate. So that's the strike plate. It's on the machine. So it's come with some hardware as well, some nuts and bolts. So it's all good to go. All right, so we've got all the bags of bolts and the cable. Also the strike plate, or the foot pedal there. Another bracket, and also a flap here, just a nice hard plastic flap that you cut to shape, and also another piece here, and also another heavy duty bracket. Wow, that's actually quite that's quite heavy. That's solid. That feels very, very heavy and very solid. So look at the thickness of that. Well built, excellent. Okay, so I normally wouldn't follow instructions, to be honest with you, but with this thing, I'm going to. So I think it's they've put together such a good set of instructions. Hopefully it's easy to follow, and we can just follow through the appropriate steps and work our way to getting it fitted. So we'll start off with the first couple of steps, and that is to cut the blocker plate to length. So that's obviously this plastic plate here. We're going to cut this to length as shown. So I've just got a square. I've measured it where I want it to cut, marked it, and just used a square so I can get a nice straight square across there. So it'll be nice and straight. So now we'll just cut it to length. Okay, so we got our flap cut. Just used a hacksaw for that, just with the metal blade. It's actually really strong stuff. I don't know, some really hard plastic, but a bit tricky to cut, but done that. Now we're going to start work on step number 2, assemble flap mount to hinge plate. So I'm assuming this is the hinge plate. We've just got to assemble this now. Okay guys, so we've got the hinge plate. So this is the hinge plate, that's the bracket. So hinge plate, we've got to insert these into that section there, like that. Then on this one here, you've got to insert it in just like that. So you've got those two in the top. Okay, so I've inserted that bolt from there that way. Now I've got to insert this bolt in here as well. It's got that this little piece here as comes in and out. Okay, so I've got that assembled. Got those two bolts in place, and that still moves quite freely. So it's that seems fine. Let's go to the next step. We're going to mount the spring to the flap. So that's this bit here, this bracket. So we just need to mount that to the bracket. So I've just sat the bracket just on the top there just to see how it looks and how it fits. So I just have to fit this bracket in place just up the top here. So I've just got to fit that. Okay, so there's the two square head bolts provided. There's the bracket. We just have to fit that up the top here. So there's the two square head bolts, and they feed through from the front of the mower to the rear. So we've got the square housings there. So there's also two square holes underneath. So I'm unsure if they need to go in the top or the bottom ones. I'm just going to go with the top at this stage, and hopefully it works out. Alright, so we've got this top bracket in place now. So that's done up. I haven't done these up really super tight just yet. I'm just going to sort of dry fit it, I guess, and then if I'm happy with it, I'm just going to go around and tighten everything up. It looks pretty good to me so far. Alright, so up to step number 4. We've got to get into the serious end of things now. We're going to start drilling some holes in the deck. Well, we're going to mark where the holes need to be drilled. So we've got to install this blocker plate between the hinge plate to get the right location for these holes. So we'll start to do that now. Okay, so we're just going to mark some holes in this deck. So we're just going to have the flap held up so you get that right distance between there, and we're just going to mark out where our holes need to go. So we'll just mark some holes. So there's 3 holes that have got to go in there, and we'll just mark in the middle there. We'll mark there, and we'll also put a mark in here. So we'll mark it in the middle and drill it in the middle just so we've got some adjustment. So we've got these holes marked out where we want to drill. We've got 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to start off with a small pilot hole and then work our way up to the appropriate size. So I'm just going to do 2 holes at this stage. I think it probably only needs 2 holes. So we'll just worry about this third one later on if we need to. But I think I'll just do 2. Okay, so we got the holes through. So the bolts just have to come up through the bottom of the bracket, and we'll screw that down, fix it in place. Okay, so we're just at step number 7. We just got to clamp this blocking plate to the deck and hold it in position, and drill some holes and put our tree, they're called a tree nut, so we'll find them now. Pretty sure these are Pretty sure these are our tree nuts now. So we just got to hammer these into place.
Easier said than done.
Just gonna notch out this cover strip.
There we go. So a little bit of an angle on each.
We're going to take our tape off, position that
This goes here.
in like that,
Okay.
and that goes, closes down onto to that.
Good. Is it lined up on your side? Yeah. Good on my side. I just got to come this way a little bit.
Okay, so we got all these screwed up, nice and tight. They're all in place, and we've got our guard cut out. So that's looking good.
Okay, what am I going to do?
So we've got to get this spring over here, just like that. So that's done. All right, so we just got to put this through here, like that. And we're just going to put a pin through there, split pin, and just open that up. Just like that. Okay guys, so we're just up to mounting the foot pedal. There's a few different options. So there's option 1, 2, or 3. I like option 1. I think you can have your foot either side, your feet either side, like that, and then you can access your pedal just with your heel, and hit it like that. So I think that'll be perfect, and you can use the existing holes to mount the foot pedal. So we'll mount that now. So we're just attaching this through the standard holes in the platform. We're just screwing it down through the platform, just through the rubber into the bottom there, and then we'll put a nut on the other side and put a nut on that. So we've just taken this pedal off just so we can get easier access to this section here, just to bolt this down to the deck, to the platform. So we've got the pedal installed. We just got to run the cable now, just to the plate. Got the foot pedal in place, and we've got this cable routed through here, just underneath, behind this arm here and behind that arm there. Just tucked in underneath, and then we're going to come out. We just got it around here. We just have to play around with this. We have to get this away from the exhaust, and then just negotiate that bend there. So I think we'll hook this up next.
This is the winner, I think, right here. Yep. Boy. That doesn't go in there though.
Nope.
That's why they give you 2 of them. So I'm gonna take this out. Does that come out? No?
Doesn't look like it comes off.
Okay. Well, in which case we'll use the other one. We'll use one of these.
Okay.
All right. So what you do is you get that in there first. Okay. Slide that over. That slides in.
So you just want to adjust the spring tension on this now. So we're just going to bring it out halfway. So you can take a little bit of tension off this spring and just get this pedal adjusted properly. So we'll just adjust the tension on this. Okay guys, so we just got the cable zip tied away from the exhaust, just routed around here, just goes down through here and down to the foot pedal here. That's how it works. So you just flick it up like that, so you can have your hands on the controls and just flick that up like that. Perfect. So happy days. So one of the last steps, we need to install this catch plate. So we've got to replace this plate with this one here. So it's just an extension. So our so that socket fits in there. There's our kick plate. So we just got to fit this up now and we'll be right to go. So this is just with the deck catch plate installed. So that's how far that'll come up. So you just undo that, goes down. You can just so that doesn't hit that pad. So it's locked up. It doesn't fold up as flat as what it used to, but I think the versatility of having this flap is going to outweigh that. So big thank you to David from Grass Flap. Very well engineered piece of equipment, and mate, I've got to say I'm impressed. So I'm looking forward to using this in my business and testing it into the future. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the videos. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.